When I say you have to have a kayak to get in here, let me tell you. Check out this new Graffiti. This is like brand new. Oh, something was chasing it. There it is. Yes. Oh no, he tried to jump back in the boat. No, he's trying to get out. No. There we go. Oh, that's a nice one. That might be the one we need right there, boys. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video. We are going straight up fishing today, boys. No gimmicks, no challenges. Got the formerly secret pond behind me. If you guys remember, about a month ago, we did a video out here at this little hidden secret pond that used to be a secret for me, but then the secret got out in the city where I live, and people just started hammering it, fishing it all the time. But since then, it has almost kind of become a secret all over again because of the COVID-19 madness and the quarantine stuff. People just aren't really getting out that much. So it's kind of turned into a really highly productive fishery again. Now in that video a month ago, we did really well. We caught a bunch of nice fish, 2-3 pound fish, but the big bass kept eluding us. And the thing is, I know they're out here because I've literally stood next to my good friend about 4 or 5 years ago when he caught a 7. We weighed it on scale. I personally have caught a few different 5-pounders and maybe even like pushing 6s. So I know they're out here. We got the old bonafide orange buddy kayak in the mix today because this is one of those ponds that you have to use a kayak. You can't really bank fish it because there's just no fishable bank. It's all woods around it. You definitely can't put a boat in this thing. Like even the SS Minnow Johnson would be too big to put in this thing. So the only way to fish it and to get access to the secret pond and some of these secret big fish that are in here is by kayak. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna dump the old bonafide in there. However, the lures that we're gonna be using today and the techniques are going to be a hand-picked selected few. You guys have heard me mention shopcarls.com, Carl's Bait and Tackle, that website a million times on this channel. That's because that's where I get 99% of my online fishing gear. And right now, because of the quarantine and everything, online fishing shopping is really the way to go. Now, the good people at Shop Carl's were nice enough to allow me to design my own page on the website. So what is the page? Well, it's basically just a complete list of all of my favorite lures to use, all of my favorite techniques to use, and not just like what kind of lures I like and what kind of techniques I like, but how to fish them, where to fish them, what time of year I like to fish them, what type of colors I like to use with the plastics. So they allowed me to go like super in depth. And the reason being that we made this site is because so many of you guys are constantly asking me, hey Lojo, I've got this pond behind my house and there's, it's like 5 feet deep and there's grass in it, what should I throw? Or hey Lojo, I'm going out to my local lake and it's clear water, 20 feet deep, and I just don't know what to throw. So I created this page in collaboration with Shop Carl's to answer as many of these questions that you guys have. And a bunch of you just asked me, hey dude, like what is your favorite lure of all time? Like if I absolutely have to go out and catch a fish, what lure would I use? And I've answered that on this website. So today we're gonna take the kayak, we're gonna throw in a little bit of hidden secret pond, and we're also gonna sprinkle in a little bit of the lures that I have featured on this page. If you guys wanna go check out this page on Shop Carl's, just hit the link right at the top of the description, take you right to it. You don't have to buy anything. If you just wanna learn a little bit more about some of the setups I like to use. I mean, I go in so much depth here. I talk about like rod, what kind of rod I like to use, what kind of reel, what kind of line I like to use with each application. So I get super technical, super in-depth. Now I'm not really a big tip guy because I don't feel like I'm qualified enough to give tips. I'm just not that great of a fisherman, but you guys asked, so I try to give you my best possible advice that I could give. So real quick, let me grab my phone real quick. I'm gonna show you guys just a really brief synopsis of what the page looks like, and then we're gonna go fishing. All right, and here we go, baby. We got the Shop Carl's LOJO fishing page pulled up. And as you can see, there's your boy holding that 9-pound, 11-ounce behemoth in Mexico. But all you have to do, look, if you scroll down right underneath my name, LOJO Fishing, you'll see there's three little categories you can click on right there. You've got my favorite baits right there, you've got my favorite techniques, and you've got products from my videos. So let's just click the my favorite baits and it's gonna pop down. Boom, my top 3 baits. This is a question that has raged on for you guys forever. We've got the Bandito bug, which is, I mean, all in all, pound for pound, if we're talking about soft plastic lures, the Bandito bug is obviously my favorite. It's so good, so many different levels. But as you can see, look, let's just scroll down. I'm not gonna read this word for word because it's gonna be super boring. But look, we got my favorite colors. I kind of break that down, where to fish it, break that down a little bit more, how to fish it. And look, it's even got gear recommendations right there. You got your line, rod, reel. And then there's a video that I made last year when I was just smoking them on the Bandito bug. So you've got some, not only do you have all the info, like words written out, but now you can actually see it put into place with a past video. Next lure is gonna be the Hummer. Guys, you know this. Buzzbait, buzzbait, buzzbait. That's non-soft plastic. This is definitely my favorite bait of all time. I've caught my PB on it a couple different times. It's same thing, it's got my favorite colors. It's got where to fish. It's got when to fish, how to fish. Favorite trailer. I mean, we break this stuff down so much. There's so much depth in it. There you go with the gear recommendations again, and there's another video for you to refer to. Then finally, you got the juicy jig, which is obviously just the jig, guys, and jigs are really hard to beat. Same thing, blah, blah, blah. You guys are kind of seeing the thing here. Then you go down to my favorite techniques. You've got the Texas rig, which is probably most people's favorite plastic technique. I mean, it's gonna be hard to beat. You've got Topwater, and it just kind of goes into depth, explaining, you know, why I love Topwater so much. Then you've got the Nico rig, which is kind of a out of left field, but it's my favorite finesse style setup. So you can, you know, wacky rigs are great, drop shots are great, but Nico rigs kind of always been my favorite way to finesse them. And then if you keep on scrolling, it's just gonna have like all the products underneath actually on the website. So if you wanted to purchase any of those items that I talk about or that are on my favorite list, I'm just gonna keep scrolling. Look, there's all kinds of stuff. You've got hooks. I mean, literally everything that I would use in these situations. You've seen all that, and I've kind of broke that down for you. Let's go ahead, launch the kayak. But what I'm going to do today, I'm going to use only stuff that's on that page, okay? So I'm already thinking it's cloudy, it's overcast, it rained a lot last night, so Topwater is definitely gonna come into play here. Probably a buzzbait, depends on what the wind looks like out there. Definitely gonna throw a Texas rig, probably gonna throw the Bandito bug on the Texas rig, and we'll just kind of go from there, but Texas rig and Topwater is kind of gonna be my strategy in this pond. Guys, if you've up enjoying this straight up fishing video, or even the kayak fishing, which I know you guys kind of like that change of pace, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button if you enjoy it. If you're new, hit the subscribe button down below the video. Join the LOJO Outdoor Family, the best subscribers on YouTube. Get in that comment section finally and let me know different videos that you want to see in the future. Let's go fishing. Let's catch that elusive big bass that have been just kind of hiding from us out here. Come on, no snakes, no snakes, no snakes. This is gonna be fun. Getting up in here. You guys see what I mean? How you have to have a kayak to get in here. Oh my goodness. Oh yes, let's break all of our rods right off the top. Oh wow. There we go. Whoo! When I say you have to have a kayak to get in here, let me tell you, I'm not exaggerating. Look how dirty this water is, guys. We're gonna have to rely on a few different baits that are gonna stand out to these fish, because this is just some pretty dang dirty water. But all the wind's on that side of the pond. Maybe we should go over there. God, I love this pond so much. Just so many good memories. Really where I first started fishing for bass with artificial lures. This is it right here. It's where I caught my first bass on an artificial lure. Speaking of artificial lures, I can already tell you we're definitely going to start with the buzzbait, because it's first thing in the morning, it's overcast, there's some wind on the water. I'm gonna kind of like, as I fish today and hopefully catch fish, I'm gonna talk a little bit about the baits and stuff like that, but I'm not gonna bore you guys, because if you want more info, you can definitely go to that website. You can get all the info that your heart desires. You guys came here to watch me catch fish, so that's hopefully what I'm gonna do. Oh my God, something's chasing it. Oh, something was chasing it. There it is. Yes, that feels like a good one too. Oh my gosh, look at that thing run. Oh my God, is that even a bass? It's fighting like a bowfin. It was a bowfin. Oh my gosh. Look at what he did to my buzzbait. That was a freaking mudfish. As soon as that thing hit the water, about 5 feet away, a giant thing started waking behind it and chasing it. Oh my gosh, that was a big freaking mudfish too. Oh, he bent the heck out of my buzzbait. Whew, I'm shaking right now. I thought that was like a giant bass for a second. If you guys have ever caught mudfish before, one, they will eat bass lures, obviously. They will demolish bass lures. but they fight so much harder than a bass. It's crazy. I don't understand why more people don't fish for them like sport fish. Okay, well, that's not what we're looking for. I don't have a net, and I do have pliers though, which would be good because those fish are toothy. They have some nice old sharp teeth on them. Not trying to get bit by a bowfin today. There's one. Oh yes, on the buzzbait. Please don't be another mudfish. Please be a bass. This one's kind of shaking his head like a bass. Yes, it is. It's a nice one too. Oh, he's hooked right in the top of the mouth. He's not going anywhere. You know what would be handy right now? Would be a freaking net. No, he got away. Gosh darn it. Okay, well, do I need to show the effectiveness of a buzzbait anymore? That was a freaking 3-pounder at least, maybe a 4. I don't have a net because I'm an idiot. Why don't I have a net, you might ask? Because I'm still getting used to just kayak fishing again. I have not been just straight up kayak fishing in so long. I've been spoiled by the SS Minnow Johnson and how easy it is, how stable it is to land fish. Well, that's 2 bites in about 5 casts, guys. Multi-species at that. The only thing I did was switch sides of the pond, you know? I started off on the calm side, but then I quickly remembered that me personally, I don't really like throwing buzzbaits in calm water. They don't seem to work as well. You need to have some of this. You need to have some movement on the water, a little bit of wind. Oh, that was a nice bass, guys. I am just kicking myself right now. But in a kayak, this is kind of the deal. You don't have leverage like you have on a boat, or even like the SS Minnow Johnson. You've got a lot more leverage. Oh wow, look at all the fish that just boiled right here. This might be another one. God, a bunch of fish just moved off this little point. Guys, we are on them right now. We're in the magic time too. First thing in the morning, these fish are probably super active after a rain. The water's dirty, so they can't see what the heck, they can't see what they're eating. They just know that it's a fish on top of the surface making all this dang ruckus, and they don't like it. Look at this little island of grass right here. You already know. Oh, that was a perfect cast. There's got to be one hanging around this island. And we need it to be Big Bertha. That's who we need. If we can just land that big one, it'll all be worth it. Oh, that's a good one. Just get him in the boat. Oh, get him in the boat. Look how long that fish is. Gosh, that's a freaking 2.5 pounder right there. Long fish. Oh, they're so mean. Look at that. We knew. You saw this like grass floating right here, or it's not even floating, it's like in place. Look at that guy right there. Out of this tiny little urban pond. It's crazy. Yes, we actually got him. He was hooked pretty good. I think that's gonna be the technique. Unless it's just a giant, just try to freaking boat flip him in. All right, let's try to, oh no, he tried to jump back in the boat. He wanted to hang out with the LOJO outdoor fam. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Ooh, wow. Okay, this is why I only come out here once a month, right? Because I want to let these fish, I want to not apply a ton of pressure myself, you know? And see, that's how I know that people have not been coming out here fishing, because they're juiced up when I come out here. Oh, wow. Come here, buddy. Not a big one, not a big one. We still need him, though. Oh, gosh. I'm trying not to make a lot of noise here. Okay. Smaller one, but still healthy. That's the point. It's crazy the average size of fish that you catch out here. Okay. Right back in the mix. I do want to get to the other lures, but you can't just stop throwing a buzzbait. Not when it's getting bit. It's too good. And the percentages, the chances that you're going to catch a big fish, to me, are just off the charts when you're throwing this kind of a topwater. I don't know what it is, but it seems like the buzzbait has always just caught me bigger fish than anything else on average. Oh, it's another one. Oh God, he almost hooked me with my own buzzbait. Whoo-hoo, that wasn't a big one. He wasn't super big. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. They're just like out roaming around and they're slurping it. Not one blow up yet. That's insane. Well, I'm not really digging my hookup ratio right now. There are people probably yelling at me in the comment section to put a gosh darn trailer hook on here. I'm telling you guys, I just don't like it. I don't like it. I don't even think I have trailer hooks because I use them that unfrequently. Check out this new Graffiti. This is like brand new. I'm not sure if these people have been fishing out here, but they've been hard at work, drawing and stuff. Check it out, we got some more over there. some nice fresh graffiti. Jesus loves you, that's good to know. Also says make love, not war. That's awesome. What are we, in the 1960s here? What are we talking about? I do think now that we're approaching the calm side of the pond again, this is a good time to put the buzzbait down just for a little while. Can make you guys a pretty solid promise that we're not done with the buzzbait today. But I do want to show you guys the power of the banditer bug. Here we go, just a simple light Texas rig is the key. This is a really shallow pond, a lot of grass. So I don't want my weight, my tungsten weight, to getting buried in the grass. So I go like with a really super light, so light that I'm throwing it on this finesse combo, but you can obviously throw it on a casting combo, which is what I normally do. The strategy is just going to be hitting these grass edges with this deater bug. Well, okay then, maybe they're not digging the old Texas rig, but to be honest with you, if I can go a whole day without having to resort to the Texas rig, I'm good with that. Oh my God. Oh, wow. He didn't, oh, he cut my freaking tail off. That might have been a bowfin or a gar or something, like a toothy animal, fish, whatever. Come on, come back and get the whole thing, you rascal. Straight up yoinked the tail off of my saucy swimmer. Well, I've got an idea. While I'm waiting for the wind to pick back up, because I want to end this day catching a big bass. Whether it's on a buzzbait or not, I don't care, but I feel like the buzzbait gives us the best chance. But there's a little area of this hidden pond that I have not explored yet. Last time I was out here, I really was hoping to catch a fish in this little hidden area, although I was not able to that time. It's time to check it out again. I try to ease back here as quietly as I possibly can, but there's a pipe back here that gets flooded with water when the water's really high, and it's always been my dream to catch a bass. Well, just back here in this little pool would be crazy, but if we could catch one out of the pipe, that would be like a catch of a lifetime. Oh, you guys see it? Do you see the pipe of destiny? Like, you just know, you know there's got to be fish back here. At least one or two just kind of hanging out. I mean, who knows where that pipe goes? There may be like another creek over there that kind of lets some bait in. What if there was just like a 7-pounder in this pipe? I mean, would that even be possible? Would anybody even believe that that really happened? Oh, wow, what a cast. I skipped it right in there. The first try. God, it's deep in there, dude. Oh my gosh, I thought I just felt a bite. I think okay. I just went up over something. I don't know what's back there, but that was freaking scary. It's gonna happen one day. Oh, not today though. Well, bad news is no fish home in the pipe. Good news is, as you can see, the wind has decided to make its presence known. So I am going to spend however long I've got with wind really working this buzzbait hard, just grinding it, because I just know, I know the buzzbait bite's not over yet. Oh, come on, baby. Yes, nice fish. Not huge, but we need it for our sanity. Oh my gosh, get him in. Oh, it's been so long since we caught a fish. No, he's trying to get out. No. Oh my goodness. Hey there, friend. What are you doing? Oh, he was barely hooked. I'm talking about barely. Look at that stud right there. Look at that bloody tail. No freaking way. Are they still in the spawn out here? Look at the noggin. Nice, another big, just healthy fish. Not huge, but you know, nice fish nonetheless. So the wind had just picked up, right? And so I just came like beelining across the pond over to this spot, because this has always been a good topwater spot over here. For some reason, this shallow area is just always good. Probably because there's a creek right there. So there's gonna be fish hanging out near the creek. Bait's gonna be pushing in, coming out. And now there's wind over here. There has not been wind over here all day. So I just came paddling over here, and I'll be danged. Hold on, boss, I can't hear you. All right, brother. Hey, good meeting you, man. Appreciate the support on the channel. When I tell you guys the LOJO outdoor fam is everywhere, baby, they are everywhere. Shout out to that guy right there. I couldn't quite hear his name because it's a little windy and couldn't quite hear him, but he said he saw one of my videos out here and he thought he knew where this pond was, so he wanted to come by and check it out. And I just happened to be fishing at that moment. Always really cool meeting you guys out and about. Come on, son, don't come out like that. Oh, I just had another one. Come on, I don't know if that was good or not. He didn't get hooked. Maybe he'll come back for it. Oh, come on, buddy. I didn't see that fish at all. The sun had just like poked its head out. I literally just said, no, son, no. I can tell you one thing. We've lost some dang fish today, haven't we? We've missed some fish. There's just nothing you can do, guys. Topwater, that's just kind of how it is. There we go. Oh, that's a nice one. That might be the one we need right there, boys. He's nice, he's nice, he's nice, he's nice. Oh, he came off. Oh, I was trying to boat flip him. OMG. Okay, that one wasn't huge, but gosh darn, I just want one more fish. Is that too much to ask for, universe? It's just when I'm getting them to the kayak, I lose all my leverage. I've got nothing. I've got nothing to get them in the boat. Oh, I probably shouldn't have tried to boat flip him. It's just difficult, man. It's really difficult. I would highly advise you guys to give this a try with the old kayak. Another one. Come on, buddy. Stay on there. He attacked it. You guys see how he attacked it? Now, he's not big. Now, see, he hit it the way you're supposed to hit it right there. And he bit the living shnikey out of my buzzbait. Look at that one. Look how small that one was. Look what he did to my buzzbait. Whoa. Now this does happen. I mean, this isn't like, it's not uncommon at all for the buzzbait to get tore up like that, especially once you start catching a bunch of fish. Something's following it again. It's gotta be a gar. Yeah, look at it. Gar's got the dang tail of it. Look at that. The gar had the tail in his mouth. That little sucker. He had the tail of the saucy swimmer in his mouth trying to swim off with it. What a little you-know-what head. This is great. We've hooked into a bowfin. We've had multiple gar chase. We've caught bass. Man, the buzzbait can just do it all. Oh, there we go. Yes. And it can catch nice bass too. Come on, buddy. In you go. In the boat you go. Not big. Long, skinny fish. Ate the buzzbait though. Ate it real good. All right, buddy. See ya. You know what's wild is I don't think we've had like a single what you would call blow up on this thing. It's just been slurping. They've been slurping it. And that just speaks to, you know, maybe what kind of mood they're in. They're just not in that super like aggressive mode. They are actively feeding. I mean, that's obvious, but they're not super aggressive. They're not like exploding on it like you really think of when you think of a good topwater bite, like a frog or a popper or something where they almost come out of the water exploding on it. Got him. God, my hand slipped off the reel. That's a decent one. Golly. The average size of fish in this pond is just staggering to me. Just considering how like small the pond this is. That's how you want him to eat it right there, boys. See that? In the old mouth, top of the mouth. He was going absolutely nowhere. Oh wow, he was hooked good. Look at that one. Another nice one. Another nice fish. See you, buddy. This is the best thing ever. Okay? Wow, boys. That's all I can say is wow. What a day. So this video kind of started off with me wanting to show you that website, obviously, and big shout out to Shop Carlos for sponsoring today's video. You guys know all that. Go check out the website, the page they let me design. Got a bunch of cool information, A lot of cool bait choices and a lot of good shopping can be done. So click the link right in the top of the description if you want to check out my little page on Shop Carl's. But the video started off with us wanting to see just kind of if I could show you guys some of the techniques that are on the website that I end up, you know, proving in real life can work, and just basically showing you guys how I like to use some of these techniques. But this day really turned into a like topwater bonanza. I mean, holy moly. I know that these fish like topwater because I've been out here a few times, but holy moly, never like this. Never this many buzzbait strikes, this many, no blow-ups, but just slurping it under. Now, we weren't able to find the true big bass that I know are out there. Now, that first bass that we hooked was a 4-pounder all day, I think, but weren't able to land them, so, you know, it's all good, whatever. But we know that they're digging topwater. So if you guys want to see me come back out here with a certain type of topwater lure, maybe something crazy, hit me in the comment section, let me know what you want to see next time I come out here a month from now, because I only come out here once a month, so I don't put too much pressure on these fish. But the next time I come out here, I'll come out here with maybe a different topwater strategy. Had a great time on the old yak. I'm starting to get used to paddling again. I've been spoiled from the SS Minnow Johnson, where you don't have to paddle, you just turn on the trolling motor and you go, and you steer it with the rudder. But I'm actually hoping to get that fixed today, as a matter of fact, so we can get back on the water with the SS Minnow Johnson real soon. But I'm getting back used to kayak fishing, and I think you guys enjoy seeing this every now and again, so I'm gonna keep doing it. Anyways, folks, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you do 3 things for me. Smash the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button if you're new, join the LOJO Outdoor family, the best subscribers on YouTube, and get in that comment section. As always, I love hearing from you guys. Love meeting you guys out in public like I did that guy earlier today. That was really cool. But I am getting out of here, folks. On to the next outdoor adventure. Fist bump, I'm out.